Hi, this is me, Lekgabo, your monistic nerd. In most cases, December is a time of increased spending. It's the season of holidays, travel, celebrations, and unexpected expenses that often aren't fully planned for. For this reason, it's important to prepare in advance by saving specifically for December. One effective way to do this is by creating your own 13th check. Before I forget, please note that the content shared here is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered a financial advice. Now, let's get back into business. There are two simple approaches you can use to save for your own 13th check. The first option is based on your net salary. Let's say, for example, that you earn a net salary of 12,000 per month. If you divide that amount by 12 months, you get 1,000. By saving 1,000 each month, you will have a total lump sum of 12,000 available in December or after a 12-month period, effectively giving yourself your own 13th check when you need it most. The second option is based on your gross salary. This option works well if you have room in your budget to save a little more. Using your gross income allows you to build a larger December fund, just when you need it in December. For example, if your gross salary is 20,000 a month, dividing that amount by 12 gives you approximately 1,667. By saving 1,667 on a monthly basis, you will have a total lump sum of 20,000 available in December, or after a 12-month period, you will have higher amount available than using the net-based approach, since your savings here are based on the total gross pay, not the net pay, as I've mentioned before. Now, the advantage of this approach is that your self-created 13th check can be slightly more than your net pay created 13th check, which will give you extra flexibility and cash flow during the festive season. One might be wondering, when should you start? Ideally, you would begin in January if your goal is to use those funds in December. However, there's no fixed rule. You can start at any time of the year, depending on when you would want to use those funds. For instance, in countries like South Africa and many other SADC countries in the SADC region, December is a popular time for leave and vacations. And in that regard, then they would have to start in January, making sure that now they utilize the funds in December. But in contrast to that, some European and American countries often take extended breaks in July or August. Then you would have a different timing or the time to start other than the South Africans and the SADC regions. The beauty of this strategy is that it can be adapted to suit your own personal calendar and financial timeline. Another major benefit is that it helps you develop a consistent saving habit, and that's one of the most powerful habits you can build for long-term financial health. It should also be known that sometimes some employers do offer the 13th check option, which means you will receive your 13th check from your employer on an annual basis. However, if you're one of those lucky people, you can still use this strategy to even save up more and have more money over and above what your employer would have given you or will give you when the time approaches. It can therefore be concluded that this strategy can also be used to enhance your savings whether your employer has a 13th check option or not. And you might be wondering on whether what would you use this saving for? Well, these savings can help cover Christmas expenses, holiday travel, or even annual school fees. Having money set aside in advance reduces stress and prevents unnecessary debt, as we all know. Now, that's it for now, but before I leave, please note that the information shared in this content is for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. And always consult a qualified financial advisor before making any financial decisions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow the channel for more valuable content like this. Thank you.